Thank you for joining us again on The World Now. Sahle-Work Zewde has been appointed as Ethiopia's first female president, and lawmakers unanimously elected her following the unexpected resignation of Mulatu Teshome. Well, Sahle-Work is an experienced diplomat, and her election to the ceremonial position comes a week after Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed appointed a cabinet with half the posts taken up by women. Let's talk about Sahle-Work's emergence now. We bring in via phone from Washington, D.C., the U.S., the host of international host of Shiro. It's a group, an international group that draws women from across the world. She's also a social commentator. Kim Paul, you're welcome to TVC News.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm happy to be with you today.
All right. How do you feel with Sahle-Work's emergence? It's largely a ceremonial post, but then it's drawn commendations from around the world. So how do you view her emergence?
Women all around the world today are celebrating in support of a great woman, a Shiro in her own right, that has come to the forefront to essentially be an example of what women leadership should be. In many ways, we look at her work history, starting off in the education sector and in studying in natural science, and now that journey has come full circle, and now she's taking the work that she's done in classrooms across Ethiopia as a diplomat, and now she's taking it to a larger stage. And so the Shiro Sisterhood is here today to say that women from Liberia, where we had our first African female president, and women from Nigeria, where women like Faith Ozamos is there based, and of course here in the U.S. where I'm based, and the sisterhood is strong in Ghana, in Jamaica, these regions around the world, in South Africa, where we have women, that stand strong with us in the spirit of Amandla Juanita Matham. The Shiro Sisterhood internationally is in support of her work. We have been in support of her work since she entered the election, and now that she has won, we are proud to call her one of us, to be a part of her support system.
All right, so Kim, you're saying that the Shiro International Group has had a personal engagement now with Madam Sahle-Work, and thus gives her a strong commendation for the job she's taking on?
No, our connection with her is not of a personal nature. It's one of public support. We're coming to the table with our resources. First resource being the human resources, women all over the world that are letting her know that now that she has the platform, a platform in her country, that the work is now about to begin. So being in office, coming to that point is only the beginning. It's only the inception of the journey, the long journey ahead. And so we're letting her know that the journey has only begun. She's done a great job coming to the point where she is now. And now we're able to take her message, not just within the borders of Ethiopia, but internationally, because she will be an example. She is making history. She's living history. And we want to support her work in every region that her platform touches.
All right, let's talk about Ethiopia, the country now, where she will be doing the job as president. Now, there does seem to be a precedent that the new Prime Minister is setting. Only recently now, he came out with a list of names in his cabinet. 50% of the cabinet now has women, are women, and now Sahle-Work is the president. What does this mean for a country like Ethiopia that's been largely called a marginalized country in terms of women and girls' rights?
I think it's really important to know what her role will do to build the esteem and self-worth of women who aspire to work in diplomacy on any level. Because she started in a classroom, I think just as a woman in that position, we need to look beyond policy development and look at what it does to the psyche of the women. Women in large part who have suffered from the glass ceiling, belief or being given messages of empowerment without opportunities or clear-cut pathways to leadership. And so she is the first example of the fact that women in leadership is possible. And so what we're looking for in the Shiro Sisterhood for her to do on the ground in Ethiopia is to help clearly define to women stakeholders that pathway to leadership. We want to know what programs are going to be established. And so we're looking for grassroots initiatives similar to the Shiro Sisterhood that engage women in opportunities for economic development. So we want to see contracts, small contracts given to women businesses for local women-led initiatives in Ethiopia. And we know that this micro-enterprise model, if duplicated in Ethiopia, is going to pillar every other initiative that she introduces to the parliament.
All right, Kim Paul, international host of Shiro, a social commentator also. Thank you very much for speaking with us on TVC News.